Hey everybody, it's Robin and welcome to the Robin's Nest. I am so excited to be here and sharing this cake with you guys today because I'm going to be decorating this super awesome TikTok cake to celebrate my very first video to reach 100,000 views. And I thought it would be fitting to make it a TikTok cake since it was my last TikTok cake that reached 100K. And it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much for always watching and always showing lots of love. Now let's get into it. So this is going to be a tall cake because I love tall skinny cakes. I think they're beautiful. So we're going to start by trimming these down and leveling these out using our cake leveler. And if you don't have one of these, you can find a link to this in the description box below with tons of other great caking stuff. Or you can use a serrated knife if that's all you have. That'll work fine too. Just be careful not to cut your fingers. So we're going to start by trimming these down. That way when we stack our cake and fill our layers, we'll have a nice straight and tall cake. So whenever you're making a taller cake, or if you're making a cake that needs to be transported, it's usually a good idea to give it a support system, unless it's really small. So for today's cake, because it's 4 layers and it is semi-tall, I am going to be adding a cake card right in the very middle between my 4 layers. And I'm also going to be using some wooden bamboo skewers, as you can see right here, and those are going to be my 4 supports that are going to go in my bottom tier. So I'm just going to take a little bit of buttercream, and we're just using some vanilla American buttercream today, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my cake board, and we're going to attach our first layer, and then we're going to continue to fill and stack our layers. Now once you finish filling your layers, you're going to make any final adjustments to make sure your cake is stacked nice and straight, and then we're going to take one big skewer and drive it down through the center as our main support. Alright, so now that our cake is nice and secure, we're going to go ahead and start our crumb coat. And then we're going to pop it in the fridge to chill, and when we come back, we're going to start working on some decorations. So for our first decoration, we're going to start with our topper because it's going to need the most amount of time to dry. And it's my favorite decoration on the cake. So as you can see, I drew out a little stencil of a 100K, and we're going to cut this out of some white fondant that has some tilo powder added to it to help it dry a little bit faster. Then we're going to stick some little toothpicks up inside for support, and so we have something to attach it to the cake with. And then I'm going to dust them with a little bit of this edible gold dust. And while I have that out, I'm also going to use some of my little star fondant cutters, and we're going to make some little gold stars for our cake as well. And I may even attach them to some of this little small gauged floral wire. Alright, I finished with my topper and I've set that off to dry, and I've put it in my food dehydrator, which sits at roughly 55 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to leave it there for about 20 or 30 minutes to get nice and firm. So the next decoration we're going to work on is going to be our TikTok symbol, but I didn't want to do the traditional TikTok symbol with the pink and the blue on it. I wanted something a little bit different that was going to match our cake. So I'm going to take a little bit of white and roll that out, and we're going to cut out our TikTok symbol. Then I'm going to take a little bit of watered down gel food color, and we're going to watercolor a whole bunch of different colors on it, back it with a piece of black fondant, and then we're going to set that to dry and start on our final decorations. And there we go, there's our TikTok pattern, and I think it looks awesome. I am so obsessed with rainbow colors. I don't know if you guys are too, but you can let me know what you think down below, and leave me a thumbs up if you like rainbows as much as I do. So we are going to set that off to dry with the rest of our stuff, and we're going to come back and we're going to do our final decorations, which is going to be some little dancing silhouettes and some little music notes to go on the cake too. Alright, so I finished cutting out my music notes and all my little dancers, and I think they look great. Everything is now ready for the cake. We just need to finish getting the cake ready for all the decorations. So we're going to go grab it, do a nice thick coat of white buttercream, and then we're going to have some fun with some color. Alright, so for our final coat, I'm just going to be applying a nice generous coat of buttercream with my small offset spatula all over the cake. Then to smooth it out, you can use whatever you're most comfortable with, but I'm going to be using a small plastic bench scraper, which is my absolute favorite smoother. It does such a good job, just FYI. So, just going to fill up my spatula and get started. Alright, so I finished with my second coat of icing, and now we're going to pop this in the fridge to chill just long enough to allow it to crust over a little bit. So maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Then when we come back, we're going to start smearing some color all over it. And ta-da, here it is, guys, and I absolutely love it. All the rainbow colors and golden touches. I think it's the perfect cake to celebrate my first video reaching 100,000 views. And I really hope you guys all like it too, because I couldn't do this without you. Thank you all. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the big thumbs up and leave me lots of love in the comment section too. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you receive a notification every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.